it versus, oh, shit, that was great. Give us another one. And it's 6 months later they're filming.
Yeah.
You can't make that same quality.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there are any cases where it has been successful.
Where the sequel was better.
I mean,
or like
Terminator 2, I think, is probably one of the greatest sequels.
That's because
I don't know if Terminator 1, though, was like a brainchild of a project that lasted forever. It may have been.
I think Better Call Saul has gotten progressively better. Like, Season 1 was kind of shitty. Season 2 was okay. Season 3 was all right. Season 4, I think, was actually pretty good.
Oh, I haven't seen any of Season 4.
There's 4 seasons of Better Call Saul.
Is Breaking Bad like more
If you like
in it
Vince
now?
Gilligan, it's good. It's made by the same guy as Breaking Bad. Similar cinematography, kind of storytelling.
Yeah, and it's not just,
like, get the backstory on Gus.
There's more out there than just Bryan Cranston and his wonderful work.
Yeah. Malcolm in the Middle, my favorite.
What's your, like, favorite show of all time? Like, random
Star
sitcom.
Trek The Next Generation.
Sitcom, all right? We're not trying to get all philosophical here. Cheap replay value. It can be on. You don't have to follow it in order, right? There's just an episode on.
Probably
Seinfeld.
we
we have our select options like Office and.
The Office. Yeah.
I don't like it anymore, but How I Met Your Mother was kind of one of those you do. But now I'm not really a big How I Met Your Mother fan. I grew away from it now for some reason. Maybe because I left New York, and now I'm like not really a part of that whole humor anymore.
There's 5 that I think.
Okay,
right?
5. Damn.
Scrubs.
Yep.
It's Always Sunny.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Futurama.
Yep.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Okay.
And I forget
Friends.
I like Cheers more personally.
The Office isn't
Come
in your
on,
top
what
5?
are you?
All right,
50?
and The Office. I'll put The Office.
Oh, The Office.
I like
gotta
BoJack a
be
lot
on
too,
there.
but you can't like watch that randomly.
I want to
But,
see
like,
what the chat thinks
it's always
is binge-worthy.
It's Always
Let's get
Sunny
them in on
is
this
just
too.
perfect for like and Futurama. Like those can just be on.
Always
Rick and Morty
Sunny
will
is.
probably get to that point eventually.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec is
That's a
great.
decent option. Good one. Seinfeld. Yeah.
Yeah. Seinfeld's definitely
Cheers.
older.
I know. What the fuck is this guy thinking? By the way, happy birthday, Fog. Fog's in the chat.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Yannis.
Oh, he turned 30.
Is he really
Did
the
he
big
really?
3-0?
Oh,
Fog just
shit.
Damn, you're in the dirty 30 club. Congratulations.
I'm
my man.
29, dude. I'm not jealous.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he actually turned 29. But I'm going to call him 30.
All right,
He might already
You're
be
all
30.
young bucks still.
I actually have no idea.
Nah, Fog's actually been lying about his age. He's turning 34 today.
He's not 30. He's 29. Okay, he's in the 29 club. You got one more year to survive. One more year. He's not dirty 30. My bad.
How old are
End
you?
of the 20s.
Just turned 34.
Holy shit.
I'm old as fuck. There it is, folks.
That's
All
okay.
right, we can move on.
You're
Thank
young
you.
at
I feel
heart. You're
aged.
young at heart.
Yep.
It's fine.
I was there when the original Dota was conceived. I saw it like the Big Bang. There it was.
That's how it
Aeons
happens,
of aeons of strife, aeons of worthiness.
Speaking of sitcoms, I don't like The Big Bang Theory.
That's
not a
terrible.
Fan.
Thank
not
you.
a fan.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We can pound
I mean,
that.
dude.
That is the worst. Like, I have.
That's
It's
one of those
so
things. Like
lowbrow.
you're at a dinner table with your family and someone brings it up. Which is the crazy thing is that I don't know anyone who likes the show.
Yeah.
How is this show so popular? Do
I
you
don't-
like
it's
Big
like
Bang
two-
Theory, David?
It's like
no?
2.5 Men.
Big Bang
right?
Theory?
Yeah.
It
No
just
one here
gets
likes
there.
Big Bang Theory. Who's watching the show that it's still on the air?
It's like
People that aren't watching
it's,
esports.
It's lowbrow, cheap humor disguised as highbrow because everyone's smart, and it's
Yeah.
literally just mocking the nerds. You're not trying to sympathize with them. Just like
Yeah.
look at these weirdos and the laugh tracks, man. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's a shame because I like the actor that plays Sheldon. I think that guy's actually, I don't know what his name is, but he's actually a pretty good actor.
I believe that.
But I
do.
don't like the Sheldon character very much.
I know. I feel like he may unfortunately be
He's
typed
typecast.
out,
Oh, yeah,
typecasted at
dude.
this point for sure.
For sure. He probably made a shitload of money, though, so it's probably worth it.
Oh, no doubt in that. All right. Well,
Second pick Anti-Mage. What are we doing here, boys?
yeah, you were just bringing up Anti-Mage earlier today. Nice little foresight right there. I guess he's relevant enough for Vega.
You know the best typecast actor though is Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci?
The
Yeah,
wise
like,
guy?
You ever watch what is it? My Cousin Vinny. It's a
Oh, yeah.
classic
Yeah.
movie. So good.
You know what I
Oh,
like
yeah.
that probably no one watched of his? The Super.
Never seen that.
Yeah, he was a super of a building and shit. I just remember as a kid I watched it a lot. I don't know why. My
probably-
mom gave me weird
would watch
videos
that.
to she rented weird movies for me to watch. That's for damn sure. Anyone out there watch The Super? It's probably me and one other guy. I'm sure Mike Poe's in the chat knows what I'm talking about. Casino, another great one.
Oh, yeah.
Casino was
Classic.
another good one.
I like
To
Marissa
be fair,
Tomei in
you have
Cousin
to
Vinny.
have a
That she-
very
she-
high IQ to understand Big Bang Theory. That's true.
Oh my
That's
God.
true.
I
Ban,
mean,
can you ban that person? I'm
I'll
banned.
take
Well,
care
who
of it
said
right
it?
now.
I'll take care of it.
Get rid of him.
It's pretty deep.
And we're in a meta where
Although,
Carl gets banned.
the Sheldon's girlfriend or fiance or whatever in the show, Amy, she's actually one of the writers on the show, and she does either have a degree or did something in physics. Like, she's actually real smart in real life. and helps.
So she writes and acts for that show?
Yeah, and helps write it so
she's
that
smart?
some of the science is like, so the science isn't complete bullshit. She's like a consultant or.
God, I'd hope so. Otherwise, everything about that show would be.
Yeah.
What the hell? They're not even talking about legit stuff.
5 seconds.
I don't know.
Remaining.
It's like part of the reason why there's that whole. I love nerds. Like kind of.
Yeah.
Faux pas.
Nerds are cool.
Being nerd is cool, bro.
So why anti-mage this early? I don't quite get it.
Terrorblade, PL, nerfed, Lone Druid banned, PA nerfed, banned now. No reason not, like, taking your carry early is just nice. It just feels good.
She's also crazy and breastfeeds her kid till he was 12. Is that true?
Probably.
The girl you were talking about.
Oh.
Who?
People out there just know random things and are just like, I'll just put it out there.
Well, I was not aware of these facts, so I guess.
Bro, you gotta be watching yourself, man. Like, you see.
I find that hard to believe.
That that's another reason to keep your kids off Twitter. Just saying. They run for office when they're 40. Turns out when they were 13, they did some stuff they shouldn't have on the tweets.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna find it.
I'm nervous. I think being a kid today is much harder than it was when I was a kid. Just because, like, you do one fuck up in school, everyone's going to know. Everyone in the world could know about it. It's tough to be a kid now. So
I mean, it is, but then you got, like, what's her name? Bad Bobby, right? The chick that went on Dr. Phil was, like, 13. Like, you can't, what is it? Like Catch Me Outside. That girl's a millionaire. She's, like, 15 just making rap videos.
Well,
yucks.
That's just the viral internet right there.
Yeah, you got to embrace yourself. Okay, if you get insulted, it doesn't matter. There's no such thing as bad publicity anymore.
That's kind of true. And I think Trump proved that for sure.
Yeah, it's no longer about quality of content.
Here we go.
It's just about the
Grant's got something to chime in on this shit.
Here's someone trash talking Big Bang Theory.
Oh, are you a Big Bang fan?
That is a true show for true.
My God.
No, hear me out.
Let
Everyone makes
know.
fun of it. Everyone makes fun of it. The laugh track. The show is funny. Have you ever seen a funnier show? Name one.
We named 5 earlier. Always Sunny. The Office. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Seinfeld.
It's different kinds of humor, I guess. Like, if you're an idiot, you'll probably love The Big Bang Theory.
I will defend them in the argument where people are like, have you ever seen them take out the laugh track? It's so awkward. It's like, well, the show is pandered for a laugh track, so that's not fair.
It's built around the laugh track.
And there is, supposedly, they do half with the live audience, half without. So that's the only way I'll defend Big Bang Theory. I'm sorry. Everything else is...
How about we talk about talk show hosts, man, and... Good Lord. Jimmy Fallon, I always thought it was a meme, but that guy literally just laughs. That's his whole shtick.
Yeah.
Tell me a story.
It's like there's nothing about Jimmy Fallon I can hate on, really, but there's nothing about him I can really love either.
He's vanilla pudding.
He is, like, pretty talented. Like, his impressions and, like, his voice. Like,
yeah,
I think he's actually a pretty good actor. I feel like he's a waste in that role.
I feel like he should be just back on Saturday Night Live and just keep doing that. You know what I mean? Sketch comedy of a different flavor every week. That's great.
I couldn't imagine having that job, though, pretending to give a shit about all those terrible musicians you have on all the time, or people with their new books and all the like Jimmy Fallon. You know, it's like you're always just like, oh, this is the greatest new CD I've ever. Like, you just shill everyone's crap.
But you get to pick the people that come on. I would love it personally because you get to like choose.
Do you think he really gets to pick, or is it the network that picks?
I mean, there has to be a balance. You can't have like movie celebrities all the time. You're gonna musically.
I'm sure he has to hype up stuff that he thinks is legit crap.
Yeah, for sure.
True.
You know, like here's this rap group. I know he sucks. He's just mumbling, but check out his hot tracks. It's tearing up the charts.
This country stinger coming in right out of left field.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're right. I mean, that's why he's in that position. He's got to be good with all those types of people.
That's true.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't do it, dude. That's a tough job.
People who get paid a lot could do it, though.
What do you mean? How is that a tough job? You talk some shit with some random, famous, interesting person for like 30 minutes.
What makes it tough is that you have to make sure everyone watching actually likes it and is going to keep coming back and watching it.
How hard is it? You literally just talk to interesting people. Well, say, hey, tell me a story.
But the problem is you can't have real conversations.
Jack Nicklaus?
Because you're not on HBO. You're on network TV. So you can't curse. You can't talk about anything mildly offensive. You have to be
true.
ultra
you watch
PC.
Craig Ferguson?
Well, isn't he British?
The Irish one.
Well, yeah, it's not
his
American.
whole shit. He just flirts.
Well, that's why his is better than all the American ones.
Well, he's not even in the prime hour or whatever.
He's got like
he's like on that 2 in the morning.
Mug
so no one's watching that.
That's what I mean. You got to like appeal to that. You got to play it safe. You know, you've got like 30 million people watching. You got to. Oh wow.
I mean, some of them are going to be a bit more edgier, I suppose, than the cut and dry, super Jimmy Fallon style on the prime hour. I don't know, dude. I'm falling out of talk show hosts and that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, the whole medium is just kind of dying, right? The idea that, like, because it's like in esports. I don't know if anyone really cares about interviews.
Remaining.
Like, we do them all the time, but what do you learn,
5
really?
seconds.
No one likes long-form content. There was drama.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think there is spots for interviews. There's definitely things that happen within the community, and you got to know what happened. I mean, No Tail Fly, for example. Like, I would kill to hear an interview or a sit-down for one of them to talk about that whole situation.
You'll never
what happened.
get one. That's the thing.
True Sight, where are you? You know, maybe it's out there and it's just not surfacing, let's say.
Radiant
But
team
I think there is a need for those interviews. There's not a need to, like, every event go, so what was your strategy coming into this? Who's the big threat out there? There's ways to spice that stuff up and keep it original and stuff.
That's what I mean. We got to go to WWE promos. Like, screw the interviews. 30 seconds before.
That's
after
on
the draft.
the players.
Like, ding, ding, ding.
You know.
Tell me, in your own words, how hard are you going to shit on these guys right now?
I mean, I think that goes both ways, I think. I think the player
10
needs to be able to
seconds
have that
remaining.
kind of theatric to come with it, but also without being offensive. You know, like
5 seconds.
PPD, I was, like, really big into for a while. It's like, you know, he'll say comments like, oh, I shit on Bulba this draft or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he did win that draft, and he says a little something that makes you excited to see them rematch next time. You know what I mean? Right now it's Ramses and Pycat.
Yeah,
it's not WWE. I mean, that's pretty raw stuff, but now people are going to be like, I can't wait to see that match. And that match just got like 20, 30,000 extra viewers.
It's like Navi when Secret had Dendy ringing for them. They played Navi. It hit like some online tournament like this. It got like 110K viewers.
Yeah. I mean, at the big events, isn't some of it, even if most of the interviews don't yield much content, it's important to give players that platform in case there is something that they want to talk about. Yeah. Like, let's say maybe only 10 to 20% of interviews actually are like, holy shit, I can't believe I didn't know that. But it's worth suffering through the other 80 to get to that really good stuff.
Definitely not.
You don't think so?
No.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, there's going to be a lot no matter what, just because there's an outlet out there and people are going to want to know stuff about players, and everyone wants a piece of that pie, essentially. So everybody's going to have their interviews.
I don't like either of these picks. Lena Tusk into Ember, I don't think this is good. Like, Ember counters these heroes. This is like a great Ember game. You have no real way to
Doesn't the Lena matchup kind of go both ways because she can just nuke off his shield like pretty much instantly?
Not in late game, unless you want to ult it.
Not late game. Yeah, that's true.
Like, not even late game, like to level 8.
Okay.
As soon as you talent for it, like Lena just... It's more that you're susceptible to high reach, and Ember just gets on top of you, and you're dead.
Gotcha.
All right.
Invoker
last pickup.
I know we haven't... Quas Wex, too.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was going to say, I know we haven't talked about the draft, so we can pretty much summarize it here now.
I think Stormer's going to be pretty nice. I don't like Invoker against AM, and they have no real synergy with the Grimstroke once again, but they outclassed Vega last game. I think they could do it again because it's just so much easier for them to find kills, right? You just land some stuns, and you're just going to wave over them like a tsunami, whereas Vega, Tuscan dying, it's just an awkward support combo. I'm not a huge fan of not having like a real stun.
I feel like the upside for Vega, though, is that they have a pretty good like 4+1 type draft where they can create a lot of commotion with Lena, Tuscan, Dying, Dazzle, and make space for the anti-mage to split push, farm, soak up the jungle. They have kill potential.
Yeah, the thing is that that's what you'd expect. At least for most AM lineups, is you're hoping that you get this good 4-man hit squad. The AM's left on his own. You just have to hope that that's something, or at least if you're a Happy Guys fan, you have to hope that that's something that's just as predictable. I mean, we're predicting their game plan now. Happy Guys certainly have to know it, so it's on them to change the flow of the game. Find a way to disrupt either. What would be the best then? Is it tracking down, hunting the AM when he's supposed to be on his own, or playing away from the 4 bruisers? What do you think would be the best?
It kind of goes. It's tough because you got a Tuscan Undying. Like, you need the AM involved early on just to provide damage and like finish kills, because otherwise, like, you're going to be able to burst down one person possibly, but you have no way to follow up after that. Like, you might go dive an Invoker. You need the AM there to do like that cleanup to force the Happy Guys lineup away from just chasing you down and slaughtering you, which is my concern because all their heroes are squishy. Yeah, you've got an Undying, but he's going to be hard support.
Yeah. Who's got better late game?
I think Happy Guys.
Even with a Quaswex Invoker, yeah.
I mean, look, AM will eventually probably win this game, but Invoker is just, hero's still crazy. You're going to have Ember Spirit hunting. You actually can't kill him this game once he gets up to like his 4th item.
Yeah. How much to an Invoker? Because there's some heroes out there. It's like, yeah, anybody could, any well-skilled Dota player of 7K MMR plus should be able to play this hero at a certain level. Let's say, how much of Invoker do you think is the player behind it, and then what the hero could do?
It's tough. It's probably the highest skill cap hero in Dota.
Yeah, he's certainly up there for sure.
And that's the thing, is you just have to make so many more decisions, because it's not just about like what spells you want to use. It's like, what spells are you even thinking about using? You have two very distinct methods you could build the hero, and even then is like there's changes. You know, some people go to 4-point quast, some people keep it 3. Some people will max Wex, some people go like 4-4 into Exort. Like there's so many different ways to do it, and it's very much a hero that you need a ton of practice on. Like, shout out to my boy Limp, I love you, but he tried to learn Invoker, and then it was just like, nah. Like, I'm still bad at this hero. It's been 100 games. I can't do it.
I've never really played the hero. Even when I remember him first coming into Dota, and you had to like go up to the menu to look at all his spells.
Yeah.
He had some ridiculous 30-something spells or something like that.
Yeah.
I just was like, I'm never bothering with him, and I've never bothered with him since.
I had the exact same thought. Like, this is overwhelming. I'll play the easy ones.
It feels like that's such a weak mentality to have. I mean, there's some heroes that perk my interest, like Earth Spirit. I feel like is kind of high skill cap, and it's just like, I don't know. You have to be drawn to the hero to also want to learn everything about them.
There's a degree to knowing your limits. I mean, how many games do you need to lose for your teammates? Losing your mid lane as Invoker before you give up and go back to support, you know?
And, oh, I'm going to be a jungling Invoker now. Jungle Invoker.
Kyle, what do you think about the elimination interviews in like TI and stuff?
I think they're good.
You like those?
I mean, they suck for the players, but it's important if we're going to actually grow esports into something legitimate. Because while we might not give a crap about interviews and stuff now, like, eventually we're going to, and there has to be it's got to be something that becomes standardized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the same way, you know, players used to. You have an agent, they do negotiations for you. It's not personal. That's just like how business should be done. And eventually we're going to get to that point where players aren't, you know, signing into terrible deals like the Pain guys have, because, you know, it's not like, oh, you don't trust us? You want to sign it? You don't trust that we would stick to our word? Like, hell no.
That's not their job.
If someone says they're going to give you something and they won't put it in writing, well, then they might be, you know, full of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Chains out. And we're obviously going to be seeing a lot of tension here in the bottom lane, certainly with this tri-lane setup coming out from Vega's front, using the Undying up in the forefront.
Yep.
Forces, looks like the Ember to have to maybe consider some pull options.
I like it, and it's cool because up top, AM's going to solo because Sand Kings love to max Sandstorm, right? But that would just push the lane, and AM would farm freely under tower, so.
Sand King's still holding his point, actually.
Yeah, he's got to. They're trying to keep lane control, but then you aren't pressuring AM.
AM's loving it, man.
I gotta say, though, you do need the interviews because otherwise you're just not going to know the personality of the players. Yeah, maybe you know a little bit about their Dota personality within the game, but you don't know, you know, how they carry themselves, how they talk, what music they like, or any of that stuff. You got to know a little bit more about some of the people you like to follow.
Yeah. I think it's important to have a platform. It's like a lot of the time there isn't drama and it's just about the games and whatever, but I think it's important for players to have somewhere to be able to say things or have an opinion beyond just like their own Twitter or whatever.
Oh, do you really want to hear players' opinions, though? Because then they start talking about how the Earth is flat.
Well, I don't know.
Some of them, yeah, they got to be careful.
Well, and that's actually an interesting point, right? And that goes back to the whole celebrity culture, the importance of popularity, et cetera, et cetera. Just because someone's more popular doesn't mean they're right. Just because some musician has a strong opinion on something, that doesn't mean it should be more valuable than some guy down the street.
Well, that argument also goes hand in hand with if they're more popular, are they automatically role models or not?
Well, no, but you're gonna have more visibility. Thus, you're thrust into the spotlight.
Yeah, so there is a responsibility, you'd say, to having a voice when you're in that kind of position.
Yeah, but isn't like,
generally speaking, yeah.
You have so much money. Do you really need to be responsible? Come on.
It's hard to draw the lines, but generally, yeah, the louder your voice, the more responsibility you have not to say complete bullshit.
Oracle, his hands full here. Lots of hard right shots coming out, but it is going to be first blood.
For the anti-mage?
Anti-mage getting the upper hand, the top lane.
Okay.
Don't expect that one.
Can't outrun a
I did not expect their lanes to go this well. They did a really nice job with the Undying starting bottom. They're now dominating the Ember. I'm surprised he went Exort in this game.
Old snap trade-off, but Lena with that haste and confidence to fight forward.
Not going to be enough for a kill, but a lot of pressure. Fortune's End on the Tusky.
Is that worth? I don't know. It doesn't do more damage when you channel it up longer.
Yeah, just more root duration.
Ember's too weak to make anything out of it, and they simply just heal bomb the poor guy right under his own tower, finish him off, and they're not done yet.
I did not realize Dazzle Tusk is going to dominate this Ember. He is like a 2-armor hero.
Oh, they are trying to commit forward and force this Ember out from the wave. The Oracle has returned.
No poison.
And, you know, he doesn't have an easy way to heal out his friend. He doesn't have the level in the Fate's Edict yet.
Oh, my God.
Tusk even throwing the Oracle the tip, like, thanks for coming, and now we're going to kill you too.
Does he not have a Fortune's End? Can you not dispel this poison?
No, he already used it trying to save his friend. The cooldown is so
the
long at
cooldown
level
on the tag
1.
team is not fair.
Damn, dude, that is just ridiculous early on. They're just unmercifully handing it to him here in the bottom lane.
And the Grimstroke died elsewhere on the map while that was going on.
Oh my God, Vega just straight up 5-0 suddenly right before 5 minutes. This game had like no action, and suddenly there's 5 kills.
Talk about winning all 3 lanes here. Mid is pretty even, but still, Lena's got an advantage, and side lanes are all Vega. Now Lena's even pulled the Grimstroke mid.
All right, Cold Snap. Moving forward with the Cold Snap. It's a little bit of damage. Needed a little bit more, though.
Oh.
Turn around, stun. That should secure at least 1 kill, and they got it.
That is huge.
To snuff you out before you.
That really hurts the Invoker.
God, why is the Grimstroke's voice
I
line
know,
so
right?
loud?
I noticed that in the
Holy
picking
shit.
stage. He's like yelling in my freaking ear, dude. Chill. Damn.
That solo XP for Lena is so huge, though.
Yeah, real nice. We'll have that level 6 ready to go. And Laguna online. And now a move going to be made for the Ember. No rest
This
for
poor
this
Ember
bottom
Spirit.
lane.
Oh, he missed the shards.
Who's dead? That was GG Tusk.
They're keeping him in check, though. Good setup. There's that Laguna. And oh! Nice sidestep there. Not going to get the catch. Now
Nice
they're trying to catch
LSA.
on the way out. And they still managed to get a kill.
Is there a Sunstrike? He missed it.
And she's going to be fine. Clarity's up. Heads down south. The action continues.
Invisibility.
This Ember, man, what a rough lane. I did not recognize just how hard Dazzle Tusk would crush, especially with the little bit of a lead they got from the Undying's early start. 34-14 on both AM and Dazzle. And what?
And
Got him.
they did manage to sneak the kill, and Lena will still survive. Bottles up, and it's going to to be good.
Gotta love
Oh,
those
this is
6
getting
minute
ugly
Viz
real quick
runes.
for Vega. They are back for a vengeance in game 2.
Madara
9-1.
Another.
God damn, that's 10 kills now.
I think this one's in the books, folks.
Dude, this. I don't even know what happened. Just all 3 of the lanes just fell apart at basically the same time.
It imploded.
Oh, the Sunstrike on the Lena. Will he miss? Yeah, by a mile.
It was a tough Sunstrike to hit. He was juking and jiving.
An effort was made. Grimstroke got his arcades now, but it's a 4K net worth advantage for Vega at this point. Madara happy in control at the top. And now Grimstroke's going to be forced to pull out the stun. Meanwhile, Kezu able to get the finish on the Ember, and there's that finish in the top lane.
Yeah.
Side lanes continuing on.
Madara.
Dude, this is a support dazzle. Well, not really a support. It's an off-lane dazzle with a 7-minute necro book.
Oh my God.
Dude,
This game's so over.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Kezu is unbelievably farmed.
He is a Han player. The core Dazzle is something we understand very well. And he's just going to kill the Ember. He's got heal. What are you doing?
I mean, he's level 7 and he's level 4.
Oh my good God, Ember, what have I gotten myself into? Gets blown up. They will finally be able to bring down that Dazzle. He hands over a little bit of a bounty on top of his head, but as you can see, destruction elsewhere. Madara
Nice
secures yet another kill. He's now dominating.
But the Sunstrike didn't even get the kill there. That was Synderen on the Oracle that got credit for it.
Look
so
at the net worths of the Radiant side.
Yeah.
That is, it's always cool when you see 5 heroes like in order on the same team, but you don't want to like that, yeah.
Yeah. And that's when you know that the early game was what we consider an ass beating from outer space.
That's a whooping.
But we'll see how strong the resolve is for Happy Guys here. And muscling themselves out from what looks like a pretty difficult laning phase. I don't know how it's going to get any easier, though, because the AM is farming so well and taking kills on top of it, too. He's already at top of the net worth. I mean,
yeah.
That's God's gift to AM game, it feels.
Ember Spirit is definitely not a core that plays well from behind like this. It just feels so underwhelming. Not even level 6, not even level 5 for that matter. So no mobility, no damage.
Yeah, it's the same story where like all of a sudden the AM's just playing super aggressive and he can just shut down the enemy carry in his lane and free farm as well.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
Indeed. Tusk scouting out the Invoker. A +1 will find a kill. Maybe he just looks to link towards the tower. Guarantee that that goes down instead.
Almost just trying to intimidate him here. It's like, hey, bud, I'm here.
All right. They
That's
have so much
why,
going on.
What? Just defend the tower.
All right, well, Grimstroke tries to help out on the other side. He's but one man. Sunstrike does come in. It's decent damage, but they're still looking to get for finish here.
Almost. Cold
He's
snap,
running
not
out.
enough.
He'll be fine. Makes it out the other side. No problem at all.
Radiant's top tower
Take
is
the
under
tombstone.
attack.
They hold, save the tower.
All right. Ends up okay for the happy guys.
I don't like the play from Tusk there. You don't go for the kill. You just wait a bit, try and force out, get more DD hits onto the tower. Mid-tower when it dies so this early, it's so hard for a Radiant side to recover.
Ember is still only level
He just
5
lost his
here.
mana.
There's nothing he can use it on anyway.
Oh, Laguna zapped Cinder and gone, blasted to another planet. Ember able to fight forward, take something, but loses himself immediately after, and it's a double kill for Madara.
I would just GG after.
I mean, they did just get level 6 on their Ember Spirit, Kyle. Maybe now we can start doing something.
That's the thing. They did. The draft didn't look that imbalanced from the start, but then you realize, wait, you actually didn't pick an AM counter, and it was first two'd. Invoker, Ember are bad matchups against Anti-Mage unless you can snowball, dominate the map, and find him like 5 times before Manta. But now you've just got Dazzle AM applying so much pressure. Like the wave clear advantage for Vega makes it near impossible for Happy Guys to ever come back into this because even if you get a kill, the other lane's going to be jammed down your throat, hitting your tower.
Yep. Happy Guys are going to be in a tight spot as it's being forced spread thin across all the lanes to defend them, and then they're just being grossly outfarmed. So when they're limited in numbers, they have nothing to bring to the table in these fights. But they are going to try to make something happen at least with a numbers advantage in the bottom lane. A hard approach to try to get the snipe kill, and they will secure it. Kezu's going to get finished. Now we see Crush on forward here. Undying swinging it out. I actually couldn't tell that was Undying at first. This cosmetic and ultimate.
Tuska's here with a snowball. The turn with Lina. LSA sets up one. A Dragon Slave will finish off Cinderin. And now they'll get Boogie and Afro Moose shortly after. Vega have arrived, and they are ready to party. LSA will connect on the Ember. Laguna sets it up for that AM again.
And that's really well done there by Bandara to rotate in. That's exactly what I was talking about. You don't want to just be this guy that never gets involved, but he kills top tower and then TP's bottom. Ensures that even if they were to escape, he would pick up the objective and then now farm in the more valuable part of the map, shoving the bottom area, keeping Happy Guys forced in their base.
420, blaze it, boys.
Yes, indeed.
That Undying cosmetic ult, it looked like a giant Kraken, right? Is that what it's supposed
to be? It did look kind of like Tusk for a second there, but yeah, he's got the pirate cosmetics.
I was confused a bit. Looks like the old Kraken of Han days.
The Squiddy. You remember that old Kraken ult?
Yeah, that thing was so goddamn OP.
I don't remember what it was called. It just pulls people near. You just blink in. Oh, we're in the tier 4s now.
Suck them into the fountain.
Stupidest thing in the world.
Well, back to shoving lanes out here and going through the docket. If you're Vega, and an opportunity to jump on in and go for easy pickings here, and that's a godlike Madara.
Did he cleave him off the tower?
It looked like just max range auto attack.
One of those
kind
of just like fake long melee attacks.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Invisibility.
I mean, Vega had so much going. They're snowballing so hard. It's like, oh, I guess we got to get these tier 1s now.
Oh, nice TP top. Pops the invis preemptively.
Ooh.
Oh, he's going to flame guard. If you don't do it fast, gotta do it. Oh.
He's waiting for backup. Hiding behind the tower and gets the stun. The Laguna. The snowball's too slow.
Man,
too slow.
That was poor coordination. They should have had that kill.
It was a longer TP than he was planning on.
But he should have known it was going to be a long TP.
It was, yeah, he was the one that went in first. It looked like he timed it around that TP being normal time.
All right, set up for the Sunstrike. Is it good enough? Yeah, it is. All right, they get the AM down.
Look at all those tentacles there, Dakota.
It's ridiculous, right?
The reason that happens because they punish the double TP. They know 2 heroes TP top, so Illidan like, guys, we have space. If we go out in the bottom area of the map, they cannot help this anti-mage. They collapse as 5. They're behind, but those are the kind of plays you got to move and make if you're trying to get back into things. Kazu's chill, though. He's just farming.
Well, what do you get after the Necro book, typically?
The
Guardian.
Mech Pipe. Pipe
Yeah.
is also bonkers with the Dazzle because you just keep popping it. You just get all the team fight items and just spam them.
I don't think I've seen it in a pro game yet, but have you witnessed the Octarine Core Dazzle after he hits level 18? Like the near permanent grave?
You just don't need it. Like,
yeah, it's kind of overkill,
spells.
but
yeah.
It's nuts having grave on a 5.5 second cooldown when it lasts for 5 seconds. If you get the Aghanims, there's something oddly satisfying about just chain graving your whole team.
All right, good snipe opportunity here, and to delete. Oh, false promise saved as they turn around to go for Boogie. Now Vega think about going back to the low ground, and they should be fine. More than enough heal with the shrine there. Happy guys survived the potential onslaught coming in from Vega. Get out of here.
Invoker's slowly catching up. That Midas helping.
He is so poor on Ember. He's their second in net worth. He's got brown boots and a Wraithband bottle.
Oof. Undying here. Another scrappy kill. Happy guys on a 3-1 run. They slowly string together what they can. They're going to need a lot more than that, though. I mean, as you were just talking about, the farm is quite lackluster at the moment here for Happy Guys. They're going to need a lot more resources to be able to match up against what's coming their way. AM already farming things out with the Battle Fury. Has the Manta slated up. Okay. Looking for an approach onto Kezu here. He turns the corner. Here comes Lina. Sidestep to avoid the Dragon Slave. They'll settle for good old Cinder in here. Trying to go for the casual neutral creep deny. Not going to get it. And a jump forward to go for the follow-up regardless. They'll still get the catch and get the finish there onto Grimstroke.
They want more. Nice stun. Sets up for the meatball. Ember jumps in.
Double damage empowers me.
Good tornado set. Fall back down. Boogie trying to survive is finished. Counter with the Grave. Laguna fires out, gets the finish on Invoker, and this is looking good for Vega as they wipe the floor with the rest.
If you don't get kills on a triple stun meteor combo, how in the hell are you going to kill anybody?
Yeah.
That's as good as it gets right there.
Yep, right to that perfect little choke point, too.
And that was also with a buyback. Cinderin bought back to try to save somebody there, and it did not make a big difference.
Did he even get his ult off?
He didn't get his ult off even.
That's a yikes, dog.
That's not great.
Tough stuff, unfortunately, for Happy Guys in that pickle.
It's the opposite of good.
There is no stopping this anti-mage, it feels like.
Yeah, because what other options? They don't have even the craziest amount of wombo combo at this point to really fall back on. I mean, that was the wombo combo, to be honest, but yeah. Holding high ground seems to be something in their future.
The physical damage presence so high. They still have plenty of magical burst, and side of Happy Guys just. I mean, they lost all 3 lanes, right? It's probably tough to read into this too much, but they're all in on this idea they can get kills one at a time. No real team fight to speak of since the Invoker went for this Sunstrike Midas build instead of the Quas Wex. Like, he's just still not online. He's just pretty much a farmer. He's still growing carrots, not ready to harvest.
They're hoping that they're going to get that extra little bit of leeway, extra little bit of time, and some forgiving pickoffs and human errors like that one. And just stringing together these breadcrumbs as best as they can to make a big delicious pie.
It doesn't even matter though. It's Undying. It's just like playing mobile ward in these situations while AM and his Lina just farm the map faster than happy people can. Happy guys. The happy whatevers.
Not to mention that since gold disadvantage is based on individual net worth, you're not even getting bonus gold for the Undying. He's lowest.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it's worthless pretty much.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I also like how we've kept football scores. Like American football, it was 21-10 or 21-7. Now it's 27-10, 28-10.
28-10.
Yeah. It's a shellacking in the NFL.
That is a good football score.
All right, go forward.
Pick off. Oh, look, it's the Undying.
Okay, but this time they're thinking about going round 2.
Oh, Vega wants some now.
What? Why does Grimstroke all bounce? What in the hell? It should have to be cast on 2 people. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're close to me now, so we're linked. That's not how it works.
Cinderin left behind in the trees. I want to
I know the
die.
chat line for Oracles is so hilarious. I want to die.
The maggots clean you. Oh, my.
What?
That's what Undying said.
Radiant's top
Ew.
tower is under
I mean,
attack.
that's what they
Maggots
do.
That's
clean
gross.
you.
You know,
Yes,
that
it's
was
true.
the first people you used to put maggots on wounds. And, like,
Yeah.
if you were ever in a society with no antibiotics, that could theoretically keep you alive and prevent infection.
Because it eats all the necrotic tissue,
Yes.
right? They don't eat healthy tissue.
Correct.
Radiant are scanning.
They only eat, like, things, dead things.
Yeah. It's pretty smart if you think about it.
I think that's still a practice. It's
It
not
is.
something like ancient
Dire's
stuff.
turret has been killed.
Hey, if it works.
Right?
Rolling on in. Here's Vega. Boom. They uppercut that Sand King straight up to the heavens above.
See you later, Boogie.
And now they're going to step in and go for the Roche. Roche says, how you doing, with a firm high five to the face.
It's
No
been
ultimate
scouted.
takedown. Yep. What can they do about it? Is it that time, happy guys?
Oh, Invoker.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Stormer. Oh, look at the behind the play, the behind the back play from Ember here. Oh! Oh god, that Lena wants to get a hold of Invoker but can't.
Roshan has fallen.
There's that finish of the Roche. The
TP
grab is there for Kezu. And
Mech
then
just in time.
now they're all coming from the Roche. And they're going to get their turn kill.
Keizu.
Yeah, that was great.
I swear Grimstroke, though, seriously, he comes through
He's a lot
over
louder.
all other noises.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't know why that particular hero is just so much louder than all the others.
Well, AM's going to get a heart, and that'll probably be what ends this game, because you're just not killing him through
Dire's
it.
bottom
You don't
tower
have any
is under
legitimate
attack.
physical scaling damage right
Radiant's middle tower is under
Cinderin.
attack.
now. Cinderin. Oh,
Oh! Just Fate's Edict him. He's Manta though, right?
it's like watching Dead by Daylight.
Should be enough.
Maybe.
Burn.
Structures
Yeah.
That heal? Nah, no.
The
Nah.
cost of magic.
Dire's top tower
Not
is
much you can
under
do in that
attack.
situation.
Radiant's
Manta off
middle
of Fate's
tower
Edict
is under
anyways.
attack.
What is Grimstroke's lore? He's a demonic painter, right? Isn't that his
Yeah.
whole thing?
Yeah, I think he does portraits, characters. Not too
So-
sure.
so
Started
weird.
at Disneyland, I
Dire's
think,
top tower is under
doing
attack.
little odd jobs.
Of all the things,
Dire's
I'm
top
a scary
tower has
painter. I'll paint you hideous.
I mean, to be fair, Grimstrokers could be something totally outside for the painters.
Yeah, at least he's not, you know, a plumber or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A plumber?
What's wrong with being a plumber? Mario and Luigi were plumbers.
Shadow wave.
Okay, maybe what about a mime then? The
What?
mime.
A mime?
What's wrong with being a mime?
Well, see, I can
You
see
have
I'm
that
just
some
saying, like,
performers?
you're
No.
saying he has something against a painter, so I'm just bringing up a different
Well,
art form.
So like,
in mime.
the Dota realm is just, it's very much about intimidation and killing and like, you know,
Yeah.
they're warriors. So like, what's a painter doing in here? You know, why would he want to join the...
Oh. What about Dark Willow? That doesn't seem so violent and warrior-like.
What do you, she's like a... yeah, I hear you. She's like a demonic grove thing. Like
Or,
Keeper of the Grove's demonic wife.
All right, well, more Vega just kind of cleaning the plate here of happy guys who are trying to push out the lanes and
Just
survive that
GG
much
out.
longer.
Myself out.
Vega running them over right now. Good God.
It's not like you're going to come online. What's Ember God? Did he go bots, right? Like, he's never... Yeah, that's... Oh, my God. He's going bots Battle Fury, and it... Never mind.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hoping that
No
there'll be
comment.
time to farm
Dire's
in the
bottom
future,
tower is
but the
under
problem
attack.
is there doesn't look to be much of a future.
Dire's
Holy
structures
shit,
are
Grimstroke's
fortified.
lore is nuts. He killed everyone in his race to absorb all of their power.
I thought that was
Radiant's top tower
I thought
is
that
under
was
attack.
Coddle. Didn't he? No, he
Radiant's top
genocided
tower
Night
has
Stalker's
fallen.
people or some shit.
Grimstroke's path to power was instead built upon a sacrifice he was all too willing to make, the lives of his entire race, consumed by the very magic that was meant to protect them.
Dire's bottom tower
Jesus.
has fallen.
All right, I take it back. Grimstroke's a
Radiant's top
badass.
tower is under attack.
Oh, meatball combo.
Tickles.
Happy guys. Not gonna
They
feel
got,
so happy
They
after
got
that
nothing,
one.
dude. They're just not doing any damage.
Yeah, they got clearing house right here. Should take it in.
It's like watching a pub game with anti-mage on your team, dude. This is what it always feels like. Or on the other team, rather.
Yo,
Radiant's
Ember.
top barracks has fallen.
Narrowly able to make it away, but they're not really stopping the flow of Vega here. Vega not even finishing the top lane, already moving on to the next one here. And it looks like they are about to walk away from this best-of-2 series, but at least a one-game win, 1 point.
A convincing point at that.
Yep.
They look much better in this game. I think Madara on a true hard carry just suits them a lot more.
Well, happy guys hanging in there. I mean, they can't even make a stand, which is the sad part. Here we go. They get jumped on. Ember barely makes it back to the well. Big stun from the Sand King. Where's the follow-up? There's the meatball. They almost get one. There he is. They killed the position 5. And now Madara's in the front lines, and he's a whacking. Low on mana, though. He actually needs to be a little bit careful here. Another nice stun from Boogie. Does set it up onto the Lina. HG do get a couple of kills as they hold this high ground. They'll defend the mid lane of Barracks and repel the push, but 18k net worth. The damage has been done.
Got it.
Yep. That was what, 2 sets of Rex?
One.
Maybe one set
Mid is
total.
still standing.
That one's down. The middle lost
Oh,
one.
middle. Yeah, okay, half. My bad.
All right. All right. Resilience, though, from Happy Guys. Not looking to turn this one over yet. Still an opportunity for them to continue to learn. Pull back.
Some big Boogie stuns in
Push on.
there.
Boogie's just, I mean, even on the losing end, he's still finding the big plays, the big setups on that Sand King. They keep going back for the pick, and can't really fault them for it based on what he's shown. Seems pretty good. But Madara is not looking to let anyone safely move out from the lane.
This is I will say, like, probably my weakest part of commentary, because I'm sorry to the viewers, but I have no idea how to make this interesting. The game's over.
That is honestly
Like,
a big challenge, because there is a lot of Dota games out there that do end pretty fast, but it's a matter of being able to continue to sell the game like there's something big still happening.
Like, I can talk some bullshit, right? We can discuss whatever. But
Hypotheticals, lots of hypotheticals.
I have, like, maybe it's like because I played for so long, but and some games I call over aren't, right? This one's done for. This is in the books, all right? Yeah. Wikipedia's already updated.
Oh, hey, Boogie. Dust him over here.
Well, we may see some big plays. Who knows? Not there, though.
I thought, well, where are the tips? What do we do? Well, how do we make it good, Dakota? How do you talk about Dota when the Dota's done?
You reflect on what happened earlier in the game and essentially talk about what happened. What led to this? How could it be adjusted? What could have been changed? That's really it.
Is that what the viewers want?
You dissect.
Like,
some of the glasses push upper ones, yeah, they do.
you
Some of the others want us to just say Pog Champ, Pog you, Kakona, brother. Like,
let's ask Twitch chat. Like, what do you want? Like, how are we supposed to sell this game to you? You're the ones we're marketing this towards.
That's
true. Oh, Anti-Mage, he's going to walk up and he's hitting the tier 3. 1 Rax left to go before Vega secure the Mega Creeps. Syndra going to hit him with a nice Dispel. The Grimstroke hits him with the Paintbrush, but Anti-Mage, he's going to continue. Madara, he doesn't give a damn. He's got the Necros. You can't stop the Anti-Mage. Like, does anyone care? Like, does that really work?
There's probably some people lolling right now going, wow, Kyle's actually pretty good at play-by-play if he just applied himself.
I guarantee it.
But, like, it's like watching LeBron James play a bunch of 3rd graders in basketball.
Damn. All right, well, let's see if Boogie can survive this one. He's got the false promise, but Stormer gets zapped down. Syndra also falls. He's got a buyback, though. The rest of his teammates headed to the grave alongside. It's looking grim for the Happy Guys as they get repelled to their own well.
They're like 1v5ing. You can't touch Anti-Mage. Just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one really had any answers, by the way. It was essentially what we've been doing. Fake hype it, talk about what went wrong, how they could fix it, but then after a point, you just like, there's not much you could do. And then they eventually do have to throw in the towel, and this one's going to be over. Happy Guys They walk away a loss in game number 2, but at least they got that 1 point in game number 1.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rough start to their group stage and need a lot of points from here on out to battle it out for the upper bracket position. But for now, things looking pretty nice for Vega. They get their own 1 point, and they have more games to come today. We come back to our couch now in our wonderful, wonderful set. Very expensive, and we have Grant joining us.
Yes,
Grant, you have a clipboard here. What's going on?
I did some notes,
Yeah,
and
wow.
I saw that they lost that game at 2 minutes in.
Wow.
Really?
Yes. What the hell happened? I actually tuned in at like 6 minutes, and they were down like 8K. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So
They got rolled.
the first 3 or 4 minutes were pretty regular, and then all of a sudden, every lane erupted, and
It was 5-0.
They
Boom.
pretty much just lost every lane.
Whoops, forgot that. Yeah. Okay, so we need to have a word about that. That game was a stomp. They lost. This is Kyle wanted to eat at this restaurant, Native Fields, and he says he's not a hipster.
Okay.
Let me explain. Okay, it sounds similar. Right? Breakfast quesadilla. Homemade organic flour tortilla with scrambled eggs, zucchini, queso oaxaca, onions, avocado, tomatillo salsa,
You mother-
and homemade creme fraiche.
That
You
is
are
the most
biggest
hipster shit I've ever
Are you-
heard.
That's not hipster, it's break.
Look,
What the hell
creme
is
number
queso
one.
oaxaca?
Number 1, I am not a hipster, but you got to say the hipsters make some damn good breakfast stuff.
Goat
2,
cheese
the
and
big,
capers?
the
Can't
big,
deny that that's not hipster.
The problem-
Capers and creme fraiche is the most hipster
Look.
breakfast I've ever heard of.
Listen, the problem with that, right, is that it's a $10 quesadilla. That's why you don't like it. It's too damn expensive.
No,
but
because it's going to
we're
give you a
not
little
paying for it.
inch.
Oh, yeah,
When
their
it's
quesadillas is
expensive,
big
yeah.
for sure. It's definitely going to be like the size of a microwave
How much
pizza, like
oaxaca
that.
am I going to get?
Bro, you picked the weirdest one. How about, like,
Read
come
it.
on.
Yeah,
What is
sure,
that?
tell
What
us
about that?
Yeah, what is it? Tell
They're
us.
all just as bad. They're all
Wallaby-
just as bad.
Wallaby Greek yogurt.
Wallaby Greek yogurt with homemade granola. Vegan Power Bowl.
Oh, yeah, put your name by what
English
you want to
muffin
order, because
sandwich.
apparently that's what we're ordering
This
tomorrow.
is the most hipster shit
This
ever.
looks delicious.
I'm gonna get the Powerball, dude. I'm in. I want to see
That
what those
is
vegans are living on.
This is ridiculous.
I don't even know what to get. That stuff all looks like crazy to me. Like, can I just get, like, eggs and a toast or
yeah,
something?
get the
bacon?
breakfast
Yeah, you
bowl.
can get the eggs.
All
but
right,
they're
all right. How
only
about
with-
this? Whoa. The
from
breakfast bowl.
finest chicken.
Scrambled eggs, brown rice, roasted potatoes, roasted cauliflower, avocado, and salsa casera.
Brown
that sounds
rice
good.
is hipster.
All right,
Brown rice and cauliflower
Brown
for
rice
breakfast.
is hipster, my
All right.
friend, compared to white.
All right.
Native Fields. This shit's so
I told you, bro. I
I
knew Kyle was
guarantee
I
going
this
to
love-
is
I
going
love
to
you
taste
about the
better than Denny's. You want this? If your
I
options
want
are this or
Denny's.
Denny's.
I'll take Denny's.
I'm
all
taking
day.
that shit over Denny's any day.
Well,
I'm
any
with Kyle
day.
on that.
Talk.
I want to hear the chat. Chat, would you take some of this creme
Oaxaca,
fresh Native Fields, or
whatever.
would you have
All right.
Denny's Grand Slam?
How about
Type 1 for Native Fields, type 2 for Denny's.
Yeah.
why are you giving Denny's free? Are we secretly sponsored by Denny's?
No.
Are you shilling right
I
now?
know.
No.
It's just, what else are you going to get? It's either IHOP or Denny's.
We only have
That's
so
what
many
I mean.
options at 6 in the morning local time for
Go
food.
It's
to
all
the
better than
bagel
Jack in the
place.
Yeah,
Box,
it's
guys.
Denny's
Come
or
on, let's be real.
Oaxaca creme
There's a
fraiche.
lot of hipsters in chat, I'll tell you that. Look at all these number ones. Like, I would love
Oh,
to try
wait.
creme fraiche. You guys don't even know what creme fraiche is.
Oh, yeah, we are in the European region, and they're like
That's true.
they're naturally more
That
hipster.
All right.
Grant,
How
that's
about
a
this?
great point. I don't think America's woken up yet.
Look, grilled chicken BLT. Free range chicken with bacon,
Oh,
lettuce.
my God. Free range
Let me make sure.
Are you serious?
Let me get that free range in there real quick.
You ever seen factory? You don't want to support factory farming, all right?
Yeah, I do.
You
What-
don't. Chicken.
What's that
Have
shit?
you seen chickens from factories?
What's that made
Yeah,
up
you
salt
do.
they have in China? Or what? That China make like GSM or GSP?
MSG.
MSG. That shit's good. Don't say MSG isn't
It's
good.
not the same thing as keeping chickens
not a
in like
protein.
little toaster-sized containers. They shit on each
Do
other.
you eat Wagyu?
yeah.
Oh, and what did they do
Is
to
that
those
Wagyu
cows?
beef?
You mean?
All right, I don't want to talk about what they do to those
Okay,
cows.
because it sounds like. But for real, this game, I don't know. Vega owned them. That's literally all there is to say. That was the first 1-1 series, though, right? And
Yep.
they were
Yep.
both stomps, just other way.
We'll have to
around.
see how this next series go. I think we need to go to a break here.
we do.
We got Team Spirit versus Vega Squadron.
Ooh, the first Spirit games. All right, I'm excited. So, yes, stick around. We will be back shortly. When we do, Dota.
Yeah.
Deuces.